Good morning, Detroit. Oh, a lot of sad people walking around Detroit this morning after the Lions got thrashed yesterday. A little bit of a football reference. But the good news is you wake up to a new day and a new week of work. Hopefully you're doing well this morning as well, no matter where you are. We're getting ready for the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. It's going to ring here in about 7 minutes. So far, so good. Here is our pre-market trading board. As you can see, green all the way from top to bottom. Hopefully it stays that way and will be a good day of investing for you. Again, the moment the opening bell rings and the markets open, we'll take you to New York for that. But now let's get you over to David. And David, speaking of green, your mean green, is that what they call the Jets? Whatever, gang green, that's what they call you guys. Green. You guys had a good game yesterday. Gang green didn't come out quite like you wanted, but I thought they played well. I was impressed.
Yeah, I always think that gangrene is kind of an appropriate name for the Jets because it's a disease at times. But yeah, no, that's a good point. Listen, we played well. Listen, I'm a Jets fan for sure because I grew up in New York, but we got the diehard of diehards coming up here. So let's go to them, shall we, T. Bates? Because it's time for our daily dose of dollars and common sense with American Sunrise early edition host and the guy behind Jake's Take Substack and a guy that wears a green helmet, except when he's off the air, or except when he's on the air, I should say. That would be Jake Novak. Jake, look, before we get to dollars and common sense, let's talk about the Jets. Okay, let's just do that. Let's dissect this. But I'll put it in business terms. The stock was good for 3 quarters, and then came the Great Depression.
Yeah, well, the most important thing is that a number of people thought I looked cute in my Wesley Walker jersey yesterday that I was wearing when I watched the game. So that's the most important thing to me. No, I told you on Friday, I have no expectations going into the season, unlike the last 2 seasons when expectations were high and things were so disappointing. So, yeah, it's hard to feel too disappointed about yesterday, but there was a moment in that game where they fumble a kickoff. They just couldn't get, and then, of course, someone hits a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that could only happen to the Jets. So we'll see what happens. Like, next week they got to play the Bills. It's going to be so hard. I don't know what to say, but all I can say is the expectations are low, so it just is. It's a little bit easier to take. That's all I can say.
Yeah, the Wesley Walker jersey. I'm about to, after the amount of eating I did this weekend, I'm about to fit into a Joe Klecko jersey, but that's a separate issue.
I have one of those too.
All right.
I have one of those too.
All right, let's talk about this. Jake, you called this on Friday and predicted that mortgage rates were likely about to come down. And look at that. They were like, Jake spoke, and there it is. They did. Big time. Tell us about this and how much and why and all of that stuff.
Yeah, when the jobs report came out disappointing on Friday morning, you knew, at least I thought it was pretty strong chance that mortgage rates would come down with it. That's because people got a little bit more nervous and they put their money into bonds. And when the bond market gets a lot of money coming into it, interest rates come down. It's just a simple economic formula. And so we went down to 6.29%. That is the average 30-year mortgage rate right now if you have a regular mortgage, not a jumbo mortgage. Now, again, as I've said a number of times, if we can get that below 6%, and it does seem to be going in that direction, it might take another few weeks, then I think we have a big psychological green light for the housing market and all the other economic things that help us go along with it. People will start going to Home Depot. People will spend more money on advertising, the whole 9 yards. So I am hoping that we get below 6%. Let's see where that goes and see if that helps to unleash the economy. And then, we also expect the Fed to cut other interest rates later this month. So we really could get some help coming up soon.
Yeah. Hey, Jake, I don't want to get into your personal financial details, but I don't know if you've ever asked for a big raise, but the Tesla board is asking for how much of a raise for Elon Musk exactly? What are they saying?
They want to give him a base salary of $975 billion with some incentives could easily get him over $1 trillion for 1 year. $1 trillion salary. Now, look, this has a lot to do with the fact that Elon Musk now is looking to retreat from active politics. He's still very active on X. He's posting a lot on X lately. And by the way, love what he's been writing lately about crime in America and the coverage of it and what's going on in Europe and in Britain with arresting people for posting on social media. Love that. But he doesn't want to get involved with a third party anymore. I think he's already abandoning that, even though he says he isn't. And I think he's telling the board that if you want me to stay on the sidelines like that and just post and not get involved with campaigns, you need to pay me big time for it. Of course, this comes as Tesla's sales are going down in most of the world. And there's definitely a big debate going on. But, boy, he's asking for the moon. And maybe he's figuring, well, if I ask for $1 trillion and they only give me 25% of it, that's still $250 billion. Maybe that's what's going on.
Would he be the first trillionaire? Have there been other trillionaires?
No. This is. It's amazing because we were just at that point where $100 billion just the other day was the richest person in the world, and now 10 times that is where we're getting close to that.
Wow. Okay, we got less than a minute left, but I guess apparently the party's over for family members getting free Amazon deliveries. Okay, you need to unpack this, Jake, because a lot of families are freaking out now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you know who you are out there. If your dad or your brother or someone else is paying for Amazon Prime and they put you on the special list to get free deliveries as well, you know who you are. It's okay for now, but Amazon says they're ending it, and you're going to have to get Prime yourself if you want to keep getting free deliveries to your address. The good news is you're going to get Amazon Prime for a very cheap, less than $15 for the whole first year. So listen, this is exactly what Netflix did. Remember Netflix cracked down on people sharing passwords, and everyone predicted that Netflix would be really, really hurt financially. Not so. Netflix is doing very, very well. I think Amazon is looking at this and saying, the party's over. If Netflix can do it, we can do it. So, again, get your orders in now if you want to keep getting your free shipping and not paying for Amazon Prime. That's my advice.
All right. The secret's out. The jig is up. Jake Novak, great to have you. There's always next week with the Jets. And, okay. Womp womp. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Jake's about to go put his green helmet on now. Let's head to T. Bates, who's got his Bears merch available. I don't know if he's selling it. T, you selling that? Well, who am I talking to? Anyhow, he's coming up. He's sponsored by AMAC.
The Association of Mature American Citizens is the conservative voice for Americans 50 and older. AMAC is fighting for the values that you hold dear. Join today. Together, we can write the course of America.
Welcome back, everyone. Getting you ready for the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. It is set to ring here in about a minute or so. You're looking at the pre-market trading numbers. You just saw that the entire board was in the green. Let's see if it stays that way. The applause is underway, which means we are literally seconds away from the opening bell and the markets officially opening, and then we'll get an idea of how things are looking. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The markets are now officially open as the bell is ringing. And just like that, no major change. As you can see, top to bottom, our board is still green. The S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and the Dow Jones, all in the green, and the other indices and precious metals also in the green right now. Hopefully, today will be a prosperous day of trading for you if you are a trader. When inflation jumps, when you hear the national debt is over $37 trillion, well, what do you tend to think? Maybe now would actually be a good time to buy some gold. Whether as a hedge against inflation, peace of mind during a global instability, or just for sensible diversification, the Birch Gold Group believes that every single American should own physical gold. So they created something special. Until September 30th, if you're a first-time gold buyer, the Birch Gold Group is offering a rebate of up to $10,000 on free metals on everything or on all qualifying purchases. To claim eligibility and to start the process, request an information kit now by texting the word America to the number 989898. Plus, the Birch Gold Group can help you roll an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in gold, and you're still eligible for a rebate in free metals of up to $10,000. The Birch Gold Group is the only precious metals company so many Americans trust, so do their tens of thousands of customers. Make right now your first time to buy gold and take advantage of a rebate of up to $10,000 when you buy by September 30th. Again, to get more information, simply text the word America to the number 989898. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about President Trump and how he is up in the polls. The details are ahead here on American Sunrise.